My wife and I have commitment issues, and every time I build something, I prepare for the classic.
You know what?
I change my mind.
Quote from my wife, which is okay. It just means we're not too stubborn to accept the fact that we make mistakes sometimes, or we came up with a better idea in the future. So that's why we're making a floating deck instead of embedding it into the ground. So we want the wood we're working with to be strong and durable. So here's what I'm doing in case this deck is still here several years from now. I rounded off the corners of all the decking boards with my router, so that way there's no sharp edges. It looks way nicer this way too. Then I sanded every board because splinters are not what we're going for. Also, Florida men like to walk barefoot. Then we had to stain everything inside because I accidentally kicked a hornet's nest, and we used an exterior grade semi-transparent stain so we can preserve the wood grain, but we still had some control of what color to make it. Then installing the decking boards was pretty satisfying. We spaced everything out nice and even, trying to make sure all the screw holes aligned perfectly and not ruin what I've already built. But the last board was a tricky part. I had to scribe it to match the shape of the house because it's not a perfectly straight line. So I did the whole pencil scribing trick, held my breath, closed my eyes, but then peeked with one eye open. Cut it slowly, rounded the corners, stained it again, and somehow it actually fit. Just like that, we got a full deck with 3 wide steps and way more curb appeal than we had before. And as a DIYer, you always want it to last forever, but realistically, it probably won't. So plan ahead for it. That's why we built a floating deck. So what else do you think we should do to it? Because you already know this won't be the final version.